sausage video. This is going to be a lot like the meatball sausage video. The idea is we're taking these barbacoa scraps and then we're going to grind them with a bunch of seasonings. We're going to mix these veggies in. I've got some onions, carrots, and potatoes because that's what goes in picadillo. And we're going to braise it, and then we're going to smoke it to kind of get everything tender, get all the veggies cooked. This is the spice mix you saw just a second ago. Cumin, ancho, salt, some granulated garlic, and some coriander. I also put a little tiny bit of cinnamon in there too. I'm just going to mix this up. Like I said, it is the mix of all of the barbacoa scraps. You can see it looks pretty fatty right there. Sorry, the camera's out of focus. And I'm just going to grind this up. I ground it twice just to make sure everything got really nice and kind of mixed through there. And as you can see, I'm grinding it directly into the vegetable pan with the carrots and the onions. These are all raw. The carrots, onions, potatoes, they're all raw. And I'm gonna mix everything together raw, and then we're gonna braise this. With the meatball sausage, I used some egg and some breadcrumbs as a binder. With this sausage, I used a little bit of milk powder. As you can see, we're all mixed up here, and then we're all cased up, and I'm just gonna braise it. I ended up braising it in a mixture of barbecue sauce and the kind of starchy potato water that I held the potatoes in. These are the braised sausages. Some of them stuck to the side, to the bottom. Some of the casings burst, but they were fine. I cooled them overnight, and this is how they look. Cooled overnight the next day. They're fully cooked, so all we're gonna do is just heat them up on the pit. And what the process of this sausage does, the idea for this sausage is that the barbacoa scraps are kind of tough, and they're not really going to be good unless you cook them down for a long time. So it also cooks the casing for a long time, so it's really easy to bite through. It's really nice. The sausage is really good. The texture of these is really good. I don't think this method would work with just any kind of ground meat or even a normal lean to fat, say 70-30 kind of mix of a sausage, because it's not going to have that same texture as the barbacoa. Once this stuff is broken down and it's really rendered, it's going to have that same stickiness that you get when you break down barbacoa, when you break down all that collagen into gelatin. So that's what gives this sausage such a great mouthfeel. It's really, really tasty. These only smoked for about 45 minutes to an hour. I really just brought them up to temperature, and then we just cut into them. They were really good. The texture was amazing. The flavor was amazing. I really can't say enough about how good these sausages were. Like I said, some of them split the casing, but they all ended up tasting really good and looking really good too. Look at that. Yummy.